Hello and welcome in, everyone. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I'm so excited to have you here. I am WG Ashwood. I will be your fancy focused charity host for this evening. Thank you so much for being here. So stoked to be able to play another game for you. We are donating to Toops Family Meal for the month of January. Toops Family Meal for the month of January. It is a local New Orleans charity that provides for food insecure families and kids in the New Orleans area. I think that's stellar. I've said before, I'm very passionate about food insecurity. I don't think anybody should have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. So this is a charity that is like hits me right at home. So I'm very passionate about it. I'm glad the community suggested it again for another charity of the month. So we're very excited to be here and doing cool stuff. Welcome in. Welcome into Marian Agbu over on the Twitch side. Welcome in over on TikTok and YouTube as well. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Agbu says it's been fine. That's fantastic. I'm glad it's been fine. Sometimes just fine is fine. We are playing a new game. This game is called The Case of the Golden Idol. Is a point-and-click mystery game. We're going to be playing it for a couple of hours. Agbu's on a 5-stream streak. Hell yeah, Agbu. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Let's see. We're going to jump into the game real quick. And I just have to figure out what this game is all about. Did I finish Obra Dinn? I did, Agbu. I was like so locked in. I played until 2 a.m. my time last night. I was so excited to play the game that I just kept going past my bedtime. And then I got to like within 2 to 5 of the final fates, and I was like, well, we can't end now. So yeah. I finished Obra Dinn. I like powered through the last of it. I got really furious at one of the things because I made an assumption that was wrong, and it locked me out of it finishing the game for like an hour and a half. So I need to pay more attention. I need to be more clever. I need to be more attentive. I need to be less presumptive. So that's a thing about me that you gotta know. But now we have The Case of the Golden Idol. I assume this is the Golden Idol right here. Have you finished it? How'd you like it? I loved it, Agbu. I had a really good time with Obra Dinn. It was a really stellar game. I really loved the storytelling aspects of it. I liked the problem solving. I thought everything about it was really cool. It was a good recommendation. Thank you. I am stoked because I was also told I would like this game. So we're gonna jump into it, and we're gonna check out The Case of the Golden Idol. Recommended experience with highlights. What does that mean? The recommended experience. I want to go with the recommended experience. I don't like pixel hunting. Prologue. An abrupt termination of contract. Press anywhere to. What the hell? What, we just jumping into it? I knew what you were plotting, you snake. A pipe? A dagger? Both parties agree to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables. Oh, what was that? Squiz, welcome in! First indeed. Glad to have you here, Squiz. We'll go ahead and give you second first. Thank you very much for joining us. How are you doing today, Squiz? Welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing for 30 months. That's incredible. Thank you so much for the support, Squiz. It means the world. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Let me see if I can fit my headphones onto my head correctly. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any golden statues found for providing the map to the expedition site. Hanging in there? How are you all? I'm doing all right, Squiz. I'm also kind of hanging in there. I'm waiting on a mechanic to come do some work on my car. And then once they do that work, I can bring it to a body shop where I can get more work done on my car. It's a lot of car work and going on around the stately Ashwood Manor right now. But we're hanging in there. We're doing our best. We're keeping it cool and calm and collected, and we're doing some mystery solving. Okay. Albert Cloudsley. Oberon Geller. Seems less than fun, but I hope it all gets fixed. I'm sure it'll all work itself out. Dr. Oberon Geller and Esquire Albert Cloudsley. Knew what you were plotting, you snake. Tobacco pouch, and a pipe cleaner. So, let's see. What do we have here? 2 bags filled with coins and gems. Okay, wait, hold on. If 2/3 of the clouds and gems go to... Okay, hold on. A bag of medical instruments, a golden statue with a red stone, and a bag filled with coins and gems. Okay. So this is the doctor's bag, and this is the... let's see. If this is the doctor's bag, and this is the bag of the Esquire Oberon Geller, right? You have in your possession... No, okay. The doctor is Oberon Geller. What exactly are we... Ah! Scalpel. Albert Cloudsley, Oberon Geller. Both parties agree to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Okay, so... A medicine bottle. The map. Ruins of Xenopolis. Horn of Thumb. Horn of Finger. Bay of Shadows. Okay. Clue has been added to the thinking panel. Horn of Thumb. Finger. Okay. I've collected everything. Position of thinking? Okay. The scroll is not filled in. The identities are not filled in. So I believe that the doctor... hold on. The doctor is Oberon Geller. So he's the one in the water. Doctors Oberon Geller. Albert Cloudsley. How am I doing tonight? I'm doing fantastic. I'm happy to be here. Very excited to be able to play a new game and explore. Oh, wait, hold on. The scroll is completely filled in. Words can be dragged directly from the spots. Okay. So, Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller. Cliff in the... Are we in the Bay of Shadows? This looks kind of Bay of Shadows-y. Two or fewer slots are incorrect. Okay. So I did not get the location right. Are we... This is post the expedition to the ruins of Xenopolis. So is it... Are we in the Horn of Finger? We're not in the Horn of Finger. That mean we're in the Horn of Thumb? While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner, Albert Cloudsley Esquire, suddenly pushed him off the cliff. Myander, are there connection issues? It's very possible there are connection issues, Squiz. I wouldn't be surprised at all if there are connection issues. We've been having technical difficulties for a couple of... I was gonna say days. It's been months. Twitch is being a real big jerk. I'm not having issues, and I found the anti-curse. Good work, Agbu. If it's buffering or if it's doing something weird like that, Twitch has been... I want to blame Twitch, Squiz. I want to say that it's on Twitch's end. Phoenix camp in the... Oh, that turns on pixels. To settings. Turn to scenario selection. You can happily blame them too. Let's all blame Twitch together. Chapter 1, Complications in the Family. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. Chapter 1, Complications in the Family. Untimely passing of a rural gentleman. Okay. This man is very dead. There's the golden idol. A yacht is slowly floating in the river. A horse is running in the yard. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. It looks like a painter's jacket? Is that, like, stuff to paint with? Or is this a writing jacket? Spontaneous combustion. I, Sebastian Cloudsley, will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. August 22nd, 1786. Woke up, a beautiful day. Washed and dressed in my dining attire. Had a beautiful roast duck for lunch. Changed to my hunting attire. Rode to hunt badgers, had no luck today and returned home. Changed to my researching attire. Changed to my dining attire. Had a tasty beef loin for supper. Filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading for my research. Woodshire, Crow Tower, Blackfield. Let's see. Where would there be badgers? Blackfield, right? That the closest to badgers that I can see. Clue has been added to the thinking panel. Okay, so that's his dining jacket. No. It's not his dining jacket. Is that his hunting jacket or his researching jacket? August 23rd. We only have the... Okay, so today is a day after his... He never woke up. Tall, rickety ladder. Henry Clover, lead poisoning. Golden ring. Man is not breathing. His head is badly wounded. Okay. We found all the clues. Did he fall? There's a blood trail. He did not fall from the ladder. Hey Spice, thank you for the lurk. Okay. Let's figure this out. This is Sebastian Cloudsley. This is his hunting attire. Dining attire. No, it's probably his researching attire. Those are research instruments. Those are calipers. I'm crazy. Searching attire. What did he change into before bed? Let's see. Filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading my research. What attire is he in? Did he die in his hunting attire? Spice. Cause of death was a head wound. Occurred when he fell from a horse while he was hunting. He must have fallen from his horse. There's a horse running in the yard, wild. Bastion Cloudsley. Okay, we need to figure out what he's lord of. Went to hunt badgers. So I would say he's Lord of Blackfield. Oh yeah! While the Lord of Blackfield was hunting, his horse threw him off and he suffered a deadly wound to the head. What's going on here? Okay, so that was a funeral for Sebastian Cloudsley. How did Sebastian Cloudsley get the golden idol from Albert? No. From Albert, yeah, Albert Cloudsley. Okay. Oh, Cloudsley. Obviously, Albert Cloudsley passed on the idol to one of his relatives. Okay, okay. We're all making sense of things. Chapter 1, Complications in the Family. The dramatic departure of an outsider. Okay, this person spontaneously combusted. You were at the funeral. What an unexpected turn of events. Embroidered handkerchief with EC. Stiletto blade. The London Gazetteer. Monday, September 7th, 1786. Lord Edmund Cloudsley's speech stirs Parliament. Are you Edmund Cloudsley? It's EC, Edmund Cloudsley. £3 and 3 shillings. Okay, there's a little dragon. Or a dinosaur. Stable rota for Adam and James. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, horse grooming for James, and stable cleaning for Adam. Agbu, thank you for the lurk. Okay, what? Edmund Cloudsley, he's got a dagger. He's got Edmund Cloudsley's saddlebag. Ash Blair tobacco. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We are to visit my nephew, EC. Shillings and a penny. Now, if it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. A ring with a ruby. Spontaneous combustion. To perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The sacred glyphs for combustion on the idol. Okay. It's set to combustion. So he used the idol. He used the idol to combust this man. A scorched hairbrush and a scorched knife. Okay, so yeah, this was the person that was grooming the hair. That was grooming the horse. Okay. So we need to figure out what day it is. You had the piece of paper. Monday. It's Monday. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I've just the man for you. David Gorin is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I'm sure you will find very useful. If you are displeased with his services, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. What the blazes? August Jockey, Club Derby, Raging Sultan, wager £35. Okay, so you had a ticket to win big at the Derby. Spare me, devil! I was simply following orders. Astonishing Monkey Man, property of the Pear Brothers. You have a knife with an A carved into it. Okay, so you were probably... It's Monday, so James was the one grooming horses. You're probably Adam. You're probably this... You're probably Edmund Cloudsley. You're probably the stagecoach, David Gold. Okay. Okay. Still 2 more people we haven't invested. Bat Lord, Pear Twins. Okay, so their last name is Pear. Adam and James Pear. Batley. No, this is the Batley house. Badsley. Okay, hold on. My apologies, he can be so here sometimes. 6 rings with various stones. 4 pounds. An ornamental guitar blade, a fan, and a Shamal bought Simhasana Batista. I don't know what that is. Nicholas Maker, attorney. I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I am appalled. A ring with a ruby. Shillings and 3 piece. Edmund Cloudsley. Rose Cubert. Bastian Cloudsley. Peter Batley. Willard Wright. 4 inheritors all present. Dear Willard Wright, Rose Cubert. I bequeath you to the gold. Clue has been added to the thinking panel. The idol of Xenopolis. We met so rarely after you left, blank. Therefore I bequeath to you, blank, the Blackfield Manor House, a museum of blah blah blah. For colonies, my savings land. Okay. I want to put this clue has been added to the thinking panel. I want to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. Therefore, I bequeath research. Taking the notes from the I've undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. Late sister, your mother, financial troubles to me. Bequeath to you. Compilation of my aphorisms to something. Your life with so oh you had a different ticket. Dear Peter Batley, we have sent the frequent reminders concerning the settlement of your debt, and yet, to date, the debt remains unpaid. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we'll be forced to take the matter into our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255? Oof. I, Sebastian Cloudsley of Blackfield County, being in bodily health and of sound and disposing mind and memory, nominate and appoint Nicholas Maker as executor of my last will and testament. Aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. Strive for that which holds meaning and do not shrink from responsibility. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest and breathe in the fresh air. How to avoid being scared. Being scared is a weakness. Be strong instead. Okay, we have all the clues. You are... Where was the Nicholas Maker? Where Nicholas Maker? You are Rose. This is Adam and James Pear. Let's see here. This is... died from spontaneous combustion. Okay. You met so rarely after you left for colonies. Therefore, I bequeath to you my savings, land, and the Blackfield Manor House. Come home and establish a museum of my life and accomplishment. Okay, Nicholas Maker. Yes. Okay. You are... No, you're the coachman. Yes, you have the saddlebag. You are the coachman. Have a ticket means you have been gambling. Makes you Peter Batley. Are Cloudsley. Edmund Cloudsley, Sebastian Cloudsley. That mean dead? Willard Wright, associate. Who? Let's see. Okay. These are you the notes from research I've taken under on astronomy. My late sister, your mother, disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago, and I resolved to help you. I bequeath to you my compilation of aphorisms to provide a... Okay. So... Rose Cubert is probably... Oh, my late sister, your mother, disclosed your financial troubles. Okay, so Peter Batley's the one with financial troubles. Where's Batley? Batley. Please see the golden idol of Xenopolis. You will know what to do with it. Willard Wright is the only one left. Okay, so I was correct. Willard Wright. I want to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. I bequeath to you the notes from my research I have undertaken on astronomy. Grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. Need to figure out... Okay, I got all of the names correct. Blankety blank was blank to receive blank in blank's will. Bastion Cloudsley's ordered blank to and blank to take the idol from suddenly James Pear died from spontaneous combustion. Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorism Sebastian Cloudsley's will and ordered Adam Pear and James Pear take the idol. The scroll has been fulfilled. Peter Batley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes on his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden statue from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of the servants burst into flames. I bequeath you my savings land in the Blackfield Manor house. Come home and establish... Grant you leave to finish an establishment of our names. Let's see. You have 6 rings with various stones. You have a sharp mind, I bet. It seems like you are interested in a lot of things. Okay. Hubert. Leaving only Edmund Cloudsley. There are incorrectly filled in slots. Okay. I know that's correct, and I know that's correct. What did I get wrong? Edmund Cloudsley have anything? feel like Edmund Cladsley doesn't have anything about astronomy or anything on him. Book of Aphorism. Yet. And so rarely after you left for the colonies, for I bequeath to you my savings, land, and the Blackfield Manor House. Oh, Edmund Cladsley made a speech to Parliament. I want to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. You left for the colonies. You had a bunch of... Okay. She had a bunch of stuff from the colonies on her. Now we figured it out. And he gave a speech to Parliament. There we go. I had them backwards. Because I was like, well, she's got all this cool stuff going on. She's probably into astronomy. No. No, I had it backwards. Okay. Next chapter. I don't know how many chapters there are. Chapter 2, The Cursed Inheritance. The Murder at the Little Mermaid. Why did that little bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? Stale bread, an old rusty half of shears. You can lie low for a couple of days in the old oarsman's place down at the docks. An empty bed, not warm. A trapdoor in the ceiling. Let's see, it looks like an embroidered piece of an embroidered flower. Door does not open. Oh my. Trapdoor in the ceiling. Another embroidered flower. Revenge! RR. Door does not open. The man is not breathing. A ring with a ruby. A walking cane. A box missing the idol. My dear Maurice. Watch is ticking. So it was tuned recently. Had to have been a recent killing. Shards of glass line the mud, so it was broken from the inside. Alarm! Alarm! A break-in! Watchman's lantern. Watchman number 2, Henry Parker. Watchman's spear. Parker. A washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. Dear proud Beastmaster, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. I hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to my bed, for this has been a long day. May Griffin awaken. Proud Beast in it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. Violin, a key, a Navaja folding blade. At the Little Mermaid Inn, amazing Evans musical performance. Wanted, Robert Redruth, escaped convict. Reward, £50. Tab, Green, Briage, Claire. Okay, so Dandelion Room, Willard Wright, One Night. Forget Me Not Room, Ash Blair. Okay, let's see here. We can, once, I'm guessing one of them is Blair. You're the amazing Evan. You're Robert Red. You're Willard Wright. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. You're Oscar Boynton. It's come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I will come by in 3 days. You still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you are willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. Large kitchen knife, partially peeled lemon, and a ring of various keys. Door to the street is shut with a latch. Just steal the next one. It's all luck anyway. Hand of cards. A key. A dagger. 3 shillings and 2 pence. Remember, you as an agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. Persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputations. Our names must remain spotless. Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Hand of cards. You, Annie. You are beautiful like a rose. For you, I will take any blows. Annie, you're like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find gold in a mine if that makes you forever mine. You're piglet full of love. Oh my. Key. Stiletto blade. Shillings. Okay. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? A small sword. 7 pence. Okay, so you're John. Or Annie. M. Evans. Do I have an M name? Maurice. AG. Are they the Blairs? Oh no, Briage. Right? Or are they the Blairs? Where have I seen Blair? Evans. Your name is Oscar Boynton. Aku, welcome in. You're not new here. How are you doing today? Let's see here. Tired, work was a lot. I'm sorry to hear work was a lot. I'm doing okay. I had a lazy day for most of the part. Green Briage. He's got a glass of wine. There are two in front of him, so I'm going with Briage. Escaped convict. How do I know your name? J-Blade, JB. You John? No, are you another John? No, JB is John Briage. AG. Annie. Oh. Wait. Did Annie Green? They must not be married. AG Annie Green. Willard Wright. Maurice Evan. AG. JB. This is the first hand. The current hand. Go with Blair. Name also John. 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. Okay. Name's not John. M.E., right? Maurice Evans. Oscar Boynton. Do I have another J name? I don't see another J name. Oh, it's John Briage. How can I figure out your name? Scratched out. Green Briage Blair. You're Blair. Have to be Blair. I have all of the clues. A, B. A, Blair? Is it Ash Blair? Okay, there we go. John, Triage, Oscar, Boyden, Reese, Evan, Willard Wright. Sounds like a nice day. It was a decent day. I didn't get my car worked on like I wanted, but you know, so it goes. A fight ensued upstairs and Willard Wright got stabbed. Okay. I don't think they came in through the window. The doors close. They used the trap doors? They must have. While John Briard, Annie Green, Ash Blair playing cards with loud music. Willard Wright's room through the trapdoor. Robert Redruth? Scroll is not filled in correctly. Okay, if I was close, it would tell me I was close. Dead. Windows latched? The window's broken. Okay, so the window's broken from inside. Oh, maybe it wasn't the trapdoor? Window? Wasn't the shear? Got a string of keys. Wouldn't need the... No, it had to have been the trapdoor. Ooh. Could it have been the Watchman? 3 stabs. Let's try and figure this out, chat. How do we figure this out? I'm up onto the bed into the trapdoor. No. Ash Blair. What knife do you have on you? A dagger? Two or fewer slots are incorrect, but if okay. Window? Incorrect. Two or fewer slots are incorrect. If he did the killing, he wouldn't have been. So. There we go. A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. When he opened the music box, it woke Willard, and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. Aye, a deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening, when Willard Wright died. I will make it worth your while. Okay, okay. This is fantastic, chat. We've done good work. The intoxicating dinner party. These sure are fine coats. Expensive cigar. Little Pip. Run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I am back. David. Overcoat and a hat. An overcoat and a hat. Overcoat and a box of cigars. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to a dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. Dear Mary, here's something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley. A syringe with some liquid left in it. What the hell is happening? Oh, we're gonna have to figure out who was at each place setting. Salad, untouched. A partially empty glass of clear liquid. Full glass of cloudy liquid, untouched. A partially empty glass of yellow liquid. A partially eaten salad. A partially empty glass of red liquid. Partially empty glass of cloudy liquid. Partially eaten salad. A partially eaten piece of roast. Partially eaten salad. Partially empty glass of red liquid. Partially smoked cigar. Partially empty glass of amber liquid. Partially empty glass of red liquid. Partially eaten piece of roast. This is horrible. How'd you find this game? It was recommended to me by Jazzy Smooth. An embroidered handkerchief. What is the embroidery? There's no embroidery. It's poison. Nobody touch a thing and nobody move. I'll send for a doctor right away. A weird key. A weird key. Embroidered handkerchief. Cloud sleep. Little Pip. Mary Richards. Oh no! The lady that was in the colonies died. The lady's not breathing and his face is blotched. 4 pounds. Rings with a mysterious gemstone. You killed my aunt, you devil! I shall execute you on the spot! Pack of cards, 2 pounds, a fork. Water. Roast. Salad bowl. Brandy. Red liquid labeled wine. Carafe of yellow liquid containing lemons. Heptic tonic. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner, and I will slip you a chill. Peter. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and feel better. Oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. 1 shilling. All simple key. 4 pounds and a shilling. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting. Jesus, there's so many things to figure out in this one. Okay, let's go. Platinello, Ideal Republic, Visions of a Utopia with Order and Structure. Dr. Abram Anderton, Codes. Trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to reduce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider this simple example. Money has changed hands. Money as denominator of value has evolved and changed a lot. Still in savvy hands. It's a powerful tool. Door is locked. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. Stack of candles. Raulo Cthulhu, Star Child. Inkpot. 3 shillings and 2. M. Mademoiselle. The Laceless Count. The smirched lover of Lusitania. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Not bother me with such nonsense again. Brings in a penny, a knife. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially in. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances. Box. 2 sealed bottles of cloudy liquid labeled Peptic Tonic. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also, consider a glass of Peptic Tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. Sealed bottle labeled opium. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's Manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Billy Rose Cupid. Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you are having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father, Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventure and in the colonies so we can ship him away. Dearly, Rose Cube. Aku, thank you for the hydrate. Ms. Baker, starting date. Learned today that Wendy's has chicken strips? Hell yeah! I don't usually go to Wendy's, but chicken strips are nice. They're surprisingly good? That's fantastic. I'm happy to hear that. Only got them because they were free? Oh, how'd you get them for free? Ooh, the golden idol? What's the gold? How did the golden idol get into Edmund Cloudsley's possession? Well, well, Edmund. You seemed pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. Lord George Bridges. Edmund Cloudsley. Once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. The only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, Serpent, or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Mass. Uber Eats had a promo, and you use Uber One for getting to and from work, so you figured you might as well use it for food? Hell yeah. I use a lot of Uber Eats. I do a lot of Uber Eatsing because I don't want to cook sometimes. I should have Uber One. It would make a lot of sense for me to have Uber One, but I don't. That's fair, Chef Boy. It's $10 a month. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood. Final Vanguard. Dear Uncle, I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Second, please lend me 300 pounds. It is small change to you, and I am desperately in need of it at present. To yours, Peter Batley. Holy shit, there's so many in this chapter. Honestly, saves money if you use it twice. I will probably have to look into that, Aku. That's probably smart. You're very smart. I need to look into that. Locked. Ashblair tobacco. Instead of lockpicks. I'm frugal. A pistol. David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. Pair of keys. Locked. Ink. Dear Diary, this has been an ordinary day mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I have loyally worked here. It's a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to Master about it tomorrow. Stack of candles. Wise Slave. Fables about rulers that make you think. Down with parasites! Too long they have feasted on our blood and sweat. Sealed pot labeled print paint. Or to the outside, not locked. Of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you are itching to continue reading that scandalous novel? Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share good news. There's no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations, and you will no longer be a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times, when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our pure soul. God, 3 loaves of bread, lemons, basket of potatoes, sack of flour, pair of opaque bottles labeled water, big piece of meat, hot vegetable, wine, brandy. Ms. Smith, 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You're responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mr. Walker, I'm to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Ms. Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. N.B. David Gorin's job requires that he may arrive or leave during night. No complaining about this. E.C. To Miss Smith for 3 years of service. It's a little gravy boat. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied that Brian served everything as instructed. Dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears not to enjoy meat, therefore prepare some alternative side dish. Okay. Okay, let's try and figure this out. We're missing. We're missing 3 things. There's no Pip. You know you're Rose Cubert. Okay. There's something we're missing. Oh, here we go. Monkey Man versus Striped Dark Hand. Monkey Man 2, Tooth for Tooth. A couple of panties, a fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. Small bottle filled with amber liquid. Okay. Miss Smith. This guy's name is Brian. Brian what? Of course, Lucia. Your name is Ada? Handles are in Miss Smith's room. Oh no. Ada Smith. Little Pip. Ryan. Ooh. Remember to take the 4th one from every room. As first line on 2 of okay. This is a complex puzzle. This one has a lot going on. We need to figure out we've got every roast ag branch. Poisoned the... See? George Bridges. Hmm. This is... Final Vanguard wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead, and thus Baker. Okay, it's Ryan Walker. Ada. Yeah. Right? No, it's Ms. Baker. Ms. Baker. Ryan Walker. This is Richards. How do I know? Okay, you're Mary Richards, right? You're also Richard. Father. Where did I see... Edmonds? Okay, and Cloudsley. Batley. Identities are not filled in correctly. Oh, how do I figure out your last name? David. Fuck is David? Um. Oh, that's in a mattress. Okay, the roast wasn't poisoned. The salad wasn't poisoned. Randy. Um. Lothar. Pip. Brian served everything as instructed, so Brian's the one upstairs. Of course, I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. Or Ada. There we go. Lucia Smith. Okay. Huge. Huge. You're incorrect. I believe the brandy was poisoned because there's amber liquid in both of these vials. Okay. Brandy and wine. Rose. Mary. He has a shilling, so that means they were sitting next to each other. Let's see. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Howdy lick. No thoughts, only vibes? Fantastic. David Gorman's job requires that he may arrive or during complaining about this. NB. What does NB stand for? David, no. David is... Okay. Okay, we're gonna take the fourth one from every row. What does that mean? We know he got a shilling. I believe Rose Kubert was the one. Okay. What if we move on to this? We've got none of this right. We've got nothing but the identities correct. I know in my heart of hearts that Edmund Cladsley is right there. Rose is the one who ingested the poison, so she had to have drunk the brandy. So what are we missing? What do we have wrong here? Oh, who's missing a fork? Okay. Okay. Oh, the tonic was... Okay. Poison the tonic. Um... Okay, the tonic was poisoned. I know Vanguard wanted Edmund. Us. Who could have poisoned the tonic? Let's see here. NB. Oh, does little Pip live above the... Okay. Lucia, I can give you some candles for your room. Lucia's room is the one with the scandalous novel. Lucia's room is... okay. Lucia's room is the second one. Got that right. Okay. David, clean up barn. David's room. David's room. Okay. David's room is the second one from the bottom. We have that right. Ada Baker. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Where is Edmund? Edmund Cloudsley not live in this manor? Is this just an entertainment manor? I'm thinking, everybody, I'm thinking. We know David's correct. I think Lucia's is correct. Lucy is the one without candles and the smutty book. Yeah. Ms. Baker. I don't know what I've got wrong. George Bridges. Baker, housemaid, yearly wage £9. That's a red herring. I'm stumped, y'all. I'm stumped. Okay, Lucy's room is the only one without candle. You're David. You're for sure David. You're for sure Lucia. Why is that true? Why is Brian the one? Why is that true? Hey there, another mystery game? Yeah, Wolf, we're playing another mystery game. Welcome in. We're trying to figure out who killed... Oh, okay. Okay. Who killed someone? My app froze? Yeah, we're trying to figure out... I think we figured it out. I think we figured it out. It is... George Bridges. Two or fewer slots are incorrect. Could it have been... Right. Peter Walker poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a bag. Dinner party, Rose Kubert ingested. Who wanted him dead? Come, you bastard. Hey, honest your blood. No, that's not the right line. Have is receive. Brotherhood of Masks. No. Dark Hand Steward. What? Ada Baker received encoded instructions from Darkhand Steward to poison Edmund Cloudsley. She used her ability to move freely throughout the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the key to the medicine cabinet. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. The explosive events in the forest cabin. Henchman for hire in Timber. Has anyone said this looks like OG Oregon Trail yet? It gives you that vibe? No one has said that yet, Wolf. You're the first one. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Gang, Brawler, Robber. Hardy Abe. Little Billy. Bob's Gang Burglar enters through chimneys. Jack Nails, burglar and pickpocket. A bunch of hats. A box of confectionery. What the hell is happening? That little Pip? Go, coin, go! Rawr. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Sir David Gorin, you're in charge of all security and arms. Ms. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Little Pip, you're in charge of Black Beastia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Edmund Cloudsley. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. Infamous gentle robber Walter Keene, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman who is, as his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. Reward for catching Walter Keene has been increased to £100. Ring with a ruby. Ah! Walter Keene. Little Pip. Thea Smith. Golden Doubloon. The man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. He suffered a head wound. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it to decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick, before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. Scarecrow in a wooden coffin. Oh my. Oh, wow, there's been an explosion. Small weight is tied to a pulled-down lever at the back of the idol. Pistol loaded. Vacuum. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Decreased vacuum. Tempted with this input, and it was a definite improvement. Decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Gold filtering. Target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship, an open sea? Get gold by aiming at the target? Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Unknown effect. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. It's vitally urgent. Spontaneous combustion. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I've performed J before it. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful in freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. Eye is red, it is ready for J input, and it will turn blue afterward. The eye is blue, you can only perform .J input, and it will turn red afterward. Okay. Edmund Cloudsley. What is this? Rotten apple and a green apple. Okay, there's a symbol, there's a tattoo on his hand. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday in the Tinderbrook Inn. Bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK. Card of a vase. A club. Agbu! 65% fancy, let's go! Okay, they broke the door? Have a great night, you too, Agbu! Good luck solving your case. We'll do our best. The vase exploded. dude in the coffin. You're... Ask David to fetch me. For David. David Gorin. These two. Jack Nails. One with the nails on his hand, I bet. Yeah. Your... Brawler has a card. Hardy Abe. Okay. Hardy Abe, Jack Nails entered the room. Base exploded and killed them. Blank needed a blank. Blank. Along with accomplices, delivered a blank. Upon entering, blank suddenly blank blank. Let's see here. What do we have wrong? Um got a club. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. Walter Keane, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Gorin. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of water in the sealed face. We've almost got it. We've almost got it. I'm gonna leave that as it is for now. I'm gonna look at... Okay, so that is gold. Okay, vacuum. Decrease. Matter. Okay. 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 We fucking rule at this. So what did we get wrong? Edmund Cladsley needed a corpse. True. Walter Keane, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Warren. What if you're not Walter Keane? You're Billy Cracker. No, you were Walter Keane. On entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Gore. Meanwhile, Edmund Cladsley increased the amount of um so we have two things wrong. Edmund Cladsley needed a corpse. Walter Keane, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. What do we have wrong? Along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Corn. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of water in a sealed vase. Okay. Okay. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keene pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend off the rest of them. But my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast. Severely disfigured him. Soon afterwards, he died, bless his soul. How many chapters are there in... Okay, we're gonna call it... I'm not prepared to solve another... I don't think I can do it in 20 minutes with how long these chapters have been. So I think we call it a night here. I think everybody should have a fantastic week. We appreciate you being here. You're stellar. We are having a lot of fun with this game. There's a lot of deductions to be made. Aku, congratulations on the 72% wand. Ooh, but 9% fancy. Rutro. 62% wommed. Let's go, Wolf. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. You have a great night, Squiz. I want you to have a better night than me. It's not a competition, though. I will also have a great night. 90% fancy. That's fantastic, Wolf. Let's go. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. We're gonna raid out. I'm gonna put some raid messages in chat. Thank you oh so much for being here. Thank you for being here. How do I do this? How do I... It's not letting me... There we go. I'd say we're probably about halfway through the game. So not bad for 2 hours of work. Not bad at all. We'll catch everybody next time. There is a bunch of... I don't know if the DLC came with achievements. So it's very possible that the DLC is not factored into the... We're about a third of the way through everything. So maybe the DLC came with achievements and they're included in that. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay. End stream. Nope, that didn't work. Everybody, please, please, please have a stellar start to your week. I want you to have the best possible week imaginable. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday, with more Case of the Golden Idol. And we hope to see you there. What else is going on? We're donating to Toop's Family Meal for the month of January. It's a phenomenal local charity where I'm at, that provides for food insecure families and kids. And so we're donating to them. It's a community effort. I'm so excited to do, and we're going to call it a night here. There we go. It finally did the thing. Do I want a suggestion for raid, or do I have somebody? Give me just a second to see who's online, and we'll see if we can we'll see about who's. Bro's playing Blueprints. Bro was kind enough to raid us last night. Let's return the favor. And it's definitely not because I want to see some Blueprints gameplay or nothing. I'm gonna drop y'all off with Crow. Okay. See y'all next time, my fantastic peoples. We'll catch you later. And we raid messages. If you have subscribed, go ahead and grab the first raid message. If you have not yet subscribed, grab the second raid message. We're gonna raid Crow Revel. Please just be stellar tomorrow and the rest of the week and forever. What is my sign off? Stay fancy, all my lads, ladies and gentle zombies. Keep being amazing. 7 seconds. What do I do? What do I say? Oh god. Catch you next time.